Pixels glow and screens alike. Dorks unite, we'll take this mic. Game on, heroes side by side. In this world we laugh, we ride. Roll the dice and cast the spell. Tell your tales we know so well. Quests await where dorks prevail. In our voices legends swell. Press start, dorks embark. Lights out, we ignite the spark. Gaming nerds will never fade. In the land where dreams are made.
Hello.
I want to die.
Dan, last time I checked, we're late.
Oh my god.
What did I miss while I was blowing up the stream?
Oh my god.
I don't think Nerfy wants to share this.
Okay, so I have
Okay, clearly she does. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I had to have an ice pack on my boob, right? Because of the infection that I'm going through, whatever. And me and Koopa were just sitting here joking with each other about how long you were taking because you had some technical issues. And I ended up yelling, but for the record, my window is slightly open because it's stuffy. And I ended up yelling, I'm like, Dad, my boob is getting warm because of you. Like, my ice pack is warm. And Koopa's like, yeah, go outside and yell it. And I got a little louder. And as I did, I look over and my neighbor is walking by and looks me dead in the eye with such a look of concern. And like the look of concern on his face was palatable. And then I looked back out there when you like took us all off, and I looked out there and he's like sitting on his porch and he just gives me a little wave, like concerned wave. And now I want to fucking die. I want to die in a hole. I don't want to live here anymore. I'm so fucking done with life. Now my neighbor knows that.
I'm just dying. I feel bad, but at the same time, it was so funny.
It's absolutely adorable.
I can't believe you actually did that.
Koopa's just laughing and he's going, oh no. It's the most adorable voice. I can't look out the window. I have my hand just being a visor to the window because I cannot look at him. I am the reddest I have ever been in my entire life. I have to live next to this man.
I'm just so glad, you know, it's kind of just something we had to see.
I help this man with his trash almost every Thursday, okay? Like, now I have to face him every time.
So, welcome everybody to the Dorks podcast. It's been 2 weeks, and we decided to start talking about boobs.
Boobs are cool. I like boobs. I like my boobs. I like Trip's boobs. Boobs are cool.
So,
cold boobs, warm boobs, whatever. I can't fucking
boobs that climb on rocks. Big
yeah.
boobs, sissy boobs, even boobs with chicken pox.
Yeah.
You okay?
You like
so,
boobs are awesome.
Today on the Dorks podcast, yes,
is the mortification of Nerfy. She's gonna go fucking throw herself in a hole. I can't look out my window. I am mortified right now.
I would be. I mean, I
well,
would be.
Lucky
too.
for you, we have the perfect topic then, right? Like we have the topic to talk about because you're gonna be a shut-in now, and for any kind of, you know, contact or conversation, you can turn to AI.
I have a husband and a roommate.
Oh yeah.
I'm not that kind of idiot, dork. Let's not call them idiots, but
is that what's gonna be going on now?
I see a bag in the background.
Yay, your boobs. See, Trips like my boobs too.
Neefy's boobs.
This is what, Neefy's boobs. This is why we're gonna kill you and marry each other.
She has incredible hair.
Are there boobs?
Sure.
Oh. That's
That's not what we. But anywho, I'm Toko, and joining us today on the Dorks podcast is Dan, who's just sitting here.
the normal host.
The normal host.
That was fucking ridiculous that I'm the normal one of this group.
And then the one person who's having the worst time or the worst luck of her life is Nerfy.
Hi! That's normal.
It's normal.
That's
and see,
normal.
Dan, I can host, right?
Yeah, I mean, rock it out.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Everybody just
Claps in the audience.
very, very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, Toko.
Hey man, it's been 2 weeks since we've been together and tried to do together or be together, sorry. And also
I was gonna say, what the fuck are we trying to do together? I agreed to nothing.
that was
I will not be in a room with her by myself because I know that she's.
I'm gonna kill you and steal your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no. Fuck that.
At least
Dan
you know.
dies for free. So
does it hurt more that I'm one of your good friends and I'm planning it, or that your wife is cool with it?
No, neither. Because in the words of Kurt Cobain, a real friend stabs you in the front.
So, how has everybody been since the past 2 weeks besides, Nerfy's boob hurting?
Professionally, personally,
Life sucks, Koopa. You're the only Toko. You're the only one that's doing well. Okay, me and Dan are just falling apart.
Oh yeah, no,
age and medical stuff and
yeah, and like
I
again,
know.
it's a lot worth discussing now. But for fuck's sake, it's like
It's been a rough time
this
for
entire
everybody,
week I keep these past 2 weeks I've been sitting here, and I had jaw surgery and I had a bunch of stuff happen. And
Ooh.
I've been sitting here and I keep thinking about what my grandma used to tell me. My grandma, I'm not religious in any way. Well, I'm religious, just I'm not Christian. And she used to tell me, she goes, God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. This entire week I've been going, he trusts me way too fucking much. Way too much. He has way too much faith in me. Okay?
Way too
much. You are one of his strongest soldiers. I did not enlist.
You did not enlist in
off.
God's army.
Leave me
Fuck
alone.
off.
Fuck you. Fucking find somebody else to talk to. Not me. I'm good. Thank you, sir. You have a great day. It's been a couple weeks. I hate that saying, like, he only gives you enough that you can't, only enough that you can handle. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Jesus, what is it, Cat Williams? He's like, Jesus, this is your humble servant, Lord. I'm gonna need you to back off just a little bit, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Just a smidge, Lord. And that's pretty much me this week. Like, I was praying to every god there was this week just because I just need them all to shut the fuck up for a minute.
The only image I have right now of you is like fucking Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights. Save me, Lord. Save me, Jesus. Save me, Allah. Save me, Oprah Winfrey.
Save me, Tom Cruise.
Oh God, Tom
Use your
Cruise.
witchcraft to get the
Oh
fire
God,
off
help me, Tom Cruise.
The only thing that I was really sad about is I went to the hospital on Friday. I ended up in the ER.
Yeah.
And I had bought a wagon. I made a bunch of signs and I bought a bunch of water and everything because I was going to go to the No Kings protest. And now I have all of that shit because I couldn't go because I was sick.
Damn.
I'm very sad, but it's okay. I'll go the 4th. It's fine. I'm just irritated. I'm irritated as shit.
Oh yeah, no, I would be too. Like, yeah, because that's
I was just going to pass out waters.
Maybe
and stuff.
this is like life's way of saying, slow the fuck down.
I am. I'm quitting my night job.
Good.
Quitting my second job. I'm only going to be doing one job and streaming and doing podcasts with you guys. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to investing more time into you guys, more time into this, and more time into, my personal streaming and my husband. I miss him. I've heard he's a wonderful man. He seems really nice.
Well, he's trying to tell me how to get into the witness
And then
protection
also plot even more on how to kill Dan and take his wife.
That was what I was going to say. That was going to be awesome.
Especially because I told him the plan and he's still trying to figure out why he gets to live. So me and Trip needs to get together and figure out why he gets to live, because he does get to live. I can't remember why, but he does. So
my understanding is I'm more of a threat because I can pull her back away.
Did you come up with that, or did Trip tell you that?
She told me that while feeding me cookies.
Okay, then that must be true. Was she patting your head at the same time?
Yes. She told me I
Yes,
was a good
okay.
boy.
Definitely take care of yourself.
We need a
Nerfy. We
manservant.
need a
Boom.
manservant.
Boom. Manservant. And he's a beefy one too, so
There you
So,
go.
he's a
I
big
mean,
strong one.
he takes away the need for me to get things off high shelves, so he kind of got me beat there.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Okay, yeah, he's
I'm-
5'7".
Aw.
Oh.
Fuck off! Do not plot him. You can also bench
Aw.
press 450 pounds. So I suggest you are not bench press. You can deadlift 450. I don't know what he can bench press. So you shut the fuck up, okay? Don't you do that. I will. He's very secure in his height, but I don't like it when people do that to him.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to.
You
It
were
was a
implying.
condescending aw.
You were implying. That's what you were doing.
Don't laugh at that, Trips.
She kind of did.
Don't laugh at that. How dare that is going to be our brother husband. We're gonna share him. Don't laugh at it.
Our brother husband.
Brother husband. I shouldn't put it like that. That sounds
I was gonna
gross.
say that sounds some incest shit right
Boss,
there.
they playing. They playing.
That's mean.
They
I'm
playing.
5. But you
Y'all-
have to, you know what? Everybody says that, but like I always tell them to put it in perspective. I'm 5'2".
Oh, you're tiny.
I'm tiny. I am very short. So everybody's tall to me.
I mean,
I have an
That's
11-year-old
why.
nephew.
See, that's it, Cooper. That's why she's trying to take me out because to her, I'm like Godzilla coming to take over.
Oh yeah, you're fucking
Tokyo.
evil, dude. You are
You just
too
need-
tall.
you just need to draw yourself evil.
Well, and
then
I just
just
realized now
stomp it
that
around
she's
Tokyo.
5'2", I'm not super worried. All I got to do is get some sort of like bucket or something and just.
You fucking think that.
Good. I just gotta
Oh.
like jingle some keys or something.
You fucking
whatever,
think
whatever they do to trick the
short people
lollipop girl.
no. Short people are fucking vicious, man.
Well, I mean, look, if I could find a yellow brick road or some yellow paint, she'll get distracted and have to follow it.
Until I fucking take you out at the knees with a
I get
knife.
some like
Are
candy.
you implying that she's going to be like James Woods in Family Guy
Oh,
going after
absolutely.
Reese's
Fucking
Pieces?
just keep leaving Reese's.
Okay, I will say if you use candy, I'll be.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh,
Yep.
Ooh,
piece of
piece of
candy.
But see, at the end of that, I'll be like, "Ooh, piece of candy," and then all of a sudden, I'll stab you in the throat.
You'll try, but you have to reach up here. So I mean, that,
I was a stripper, my dude. I am surprisingly
So
nimble.
now you're telling me you're going to climb me? Is this assault? What kind of assault is this? Now, what are we talking here? Calm down.
Okay,
Whoa.
would you rather me?
Whoa,
Would,
whoa.
would you rather me try and reach for the throat or stab you where I can reach?
That's
Exactly.
All I
topic for
hear is that
another
she's
day.
going to climb me, and I've heard that one time before, and that was from an exotic dancer. It would not go well.
Trip, I need you to hit him. I need you to hit him. I need you to hit him very hard, somewhere where
Hit him
that's
in the
not
shin.
pleasant.
Hit him in the shin. And
Look,
then
we
you're
have a
good.
step stool here. Maybe that'll help too.
I hate you.
See, like Nerfy, all you have to do, like in order to get down to your level, is just kick him in the shins, and then he can fall down on the ground.
Actually, I've had to take down big guys before, and honestly, the great equalizer is you just hit them in the balls.
Oh yeah, and that too.
That'll take them to their knees, and then it's an equal fight.
Yeah, and I can't believe we're just saying.
You don't
this
you don't
is-
think that I have a fucking I with my attitude, and you know me. You don't think I've taken down fucking big
I'm
guys
not
before?
saying that. I'm just.
Yes, you are. You're like, oh, we have a step. Oh, you
I'm
can fight me,
offering
motherfucker.
assistance. If anything,
You're offering assistance. Don't try and act like you're being helpful. You're not being helpful.
I
You're
am,
being evil.
offering a step stool to a little person in need.
Do not call me a little
a
person.
little person in need.
I'm
What?
at least 5 inches off of being a little person.
Isn't that y'all's like?
I
Name?
swear to God, Dad.
Hmm.
I swear to God.
Vertically
You know what? I have a low center of mass. That is my preferred way of calling me short. Thank you. And also, I can't remember what I was going to say because my boob hurts. So
I was gonna say, different avatar today. That's different. But
Isn't it pretty?
anywho.
I like it.
I like my avatar. It's actually pretty
He was
good.
talking about his.
Oh, I like your avatar. It's very well done.
Thank you.
Very nicely drawn. Fuck Dan. It's very nicely drawn.
I
Thank
didn't even
you.
do shit. I'm just.
You're very welcome. Fuck Dan. It's very, very well done.
And believe
You're
it or not,
improving
it's
a
like
lot.
my and this is actually my first like wolf drawing that I've ever done too. So
Really? Fuck Dan. I can't believe that is your first wolf one that you've done.
yeah, this is my very first wolf. This is what I've ever drawn. So, oh, fuck off.
No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. I really like it. Are you still gonna look into getting Procreate Fuck Dan for your iPad?
See, I would have to consider. I'm thinking of looking at Apple Pencils, and I have been.
So
Problem
you're looking into the Apple Pen.
Well, first off, like with my iPad that I have, it's a 9th gen. You can only use the 1st generation Apple Pencil for that, and it's still $100.
You have a
Still
pen.
$100 for an Apple Pencil or
You
for the
have
1st generation.
I had to get a whole new iPad, Fuck Dan, for me to get a Apple Pencil that would work with Procreate Fuck Dan in order for me to draw on my iPad.
Hold on, I'm trying to hear you, but there's a lot of feedback from down there. Hold on.
Oh, is there a
See,
lot
and,
of
like-
feedback from down here? Fuck Dan. It must
But-
be the fucking currents, like the frequency that happens up where fucking airplanes
But-
go. Fuck Dan.
But you know what? I also have another tablet too. Like I do have my Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which does come with the S Pen, and the S Pen is actually still really good for the S6 Lite. Because from what I understand, when I was looking at videos about drawn tablets, they actually said that the S Pen is kind of like the Wacom tablets S Pen or the Wacom tablet pens that you would get with them. So it's like that's actually pretty interesting. To Munchkin Land.
Koopa, did you
Thank you, Cooper. Thank you.
Koopa, did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah,
I
he
heard
just
him
said
play.
Munchkin Land.
I heard him play Munchkin Land.
I heard it too. I think we just heard the moment that Dan dies. That was weird. That was really
we
weird.
wish to welcome you to Munchkin
And
Land.
yet he sings it. Yeah, did you hear that? And he just, yeah, it's Munchkin Land.
Hey, like it's. Dude, The Wizard of Oz is a classic movie, dude. Like,
It's
of
a
course I'm
horror
gonna
movie.
sing along to Munchkin Land.
It's a horror movie.
And it's even better
How
when
is it
we
a
now
horror
have
movie?
a friend who is actually there.
Yeah, I can't believe you were one of those flying monkeys, Dan. That is fucking astounding. That's
See, I
awesome
thought
to
he would-
know.
See, I thought he would be the Wicked Witch of the West, and all you
He
do
didn't
is
have
just
the
throw a bucket
talent
of
though,
water.
and it was really, really good of him to like bow out because he knew he didn't have the talent to be the fucking Wicked Witch and became, a fucking flying monkey. That's amazing.
I have a Huion tablet for digital draw. I've actually heard of Huion. I've actually looked at them. They're really good for the price for some of them. Like I've seen some for like $200 on Amazon.
Do any of you
For a
remember
Huion
reading books
tablet.
before? I actually still remember.
Hey, Watami.
I still read books. I actually prefer books over reading anything on my iPad. But I have a strict rule: if I don't know the author, I'll buy one of their books on my buy quotation marks
Mhm.
for my iPad. And if I like it, then I'll buy their books. If I don't, then it dies on my iPad.
Mhm.
Or I throw it at Dan. It really depends on how I'm feeling.
I was waiting for her to say something. I was like, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna say anything. But now I can only imagine her having to get an adult or getting a bunch of books to stand on so she can reach the counter to pay to get that book.
Oh my god.
I'm 5'2". I'm not that short. 5'2" isn't that bad.
Do you know what's the sad thing?
My
It's-
husband's mom is 4'8". I
Oh,
am not
shit.
that bad. Yeah, she's a small
She
bitch.
is tiny.
She is tiny, and all of her boys are tall. Like
Almost
big.
as tiny as Nerfy. Wow.
Here's the question: like, is his dad Is his dad one of the
His-
taller people?
No, his dad was 5'2".
Really?
Yeah, his dad was even short. Like he was my size. He was short, very short.
Whoa.
He has a brother that's 6'3". And then
Damn.
he's 5'7". His other brother is 5'4", and his sister is 5'2". Nerfy and I are the same. I can't.
Nerfy and
Well,
I are
neither
the same
can
height.
I. But he doesn't have to make fun of me for it because
Do you
he's
know what's-
fucking. He's fucking gigantor.
You know what's
That's not my
sad?
fault.
You know what's sad? Like at work,
Dan's
if
face?
there's no, I was gonna say at work, like if there's no other tall person in the store, I'm actually considered the tallest. I'm not even that tall either. I'm like 5'7". So, and I'm just like, how
I'm
am I the
surrounded by
tallest?
fucking hobbits.
We are fucking dwarves. We're too tall to be hobbits, motherfucker. He's majestic. Yeah, you could say that. That's a nice way of saying what he is.
Yeah.
Iron giant.
Yep, that makes me the Tin Man in your world, lady.
Fuck.
Flying monkey.
Sorry. Anywho.
People, damn it. No, he's not.
All right, let's actually get onto the subject of today's episode because it's been almost 30 minutes since we've started talking about people's height and making fun of people about it.
You've been almost 30 minutes.
I know. So, today's topic, Dan, take it away.
Short people.
Fuck off!
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off!
Don't
Tall
make us
people. Are
Dan,
they
don't make us-
government experiments that have escaped?
Dan, don't make Trips come in there and kick you in the shins.
Right? I don't know. Trips is fucking wiry like me. She'll probably punch him in the face, to be fair.
Hey, how do I do an intro for a conversation about AI and the benefits, and can people fall in love with it?
I think you could start with a bit of a hook, maybe mention how AI is becoming a bigger part of our daily lives, and then kind of tease the question about whether people can fall in love with AI and what that even means. That should get people's attention.
Can I just wait before you say a fucking word? Can I just bring up the fact that you have a female British woman?
I
that's
was
responding
saying
to you?
that. I was hearing that too. Like, what the fuck?
Actually, she's Australian and is a tribute to my beautiful wife.
She's Australian.
I don't believe you.
Oi.
Wait, Dicky.
So, AI. As somebody that works in computers and have trained AI, I have a feeling that this is going to be a fun conversation.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. So, take it away, someone else besides me.
You wanted to get on the topic so fucking bad. Me and Dan were having fun just blasting each other.
Yeah,
You
but
wanted
who-
to get
but-
no. Me and Dan were having fun just making fun of each other and fucking wishing each other dead because that's what we do. That's the brother-sister relationship that we fucking have. And you fucking came in and like, we should get on topic. So guess who gets to fucking get it started? Take it away, Toko.
Yeah, but this was Dan's idea. So.
Take it away, Toko.
This was
no,
Dan's
Dan, you don't get
idea.
to stay. Dan, you stay right there.
Dan has to say.
don't say a
Dan
fucking
has to say.
word.
He has to say. I'm just.
Take it away, Toko. Oh my god! Are you for real? Okay, I'll start. So, as the person, probably the only person on this panel that has worked actually directly with the brain of AI, I can say any love that you have for it is completely one-sided and it doesn't love you. It lacks the capability, emotion, and intellect to love you.
My friend Nerfy says that you're not real, that you can never love me, that you can only simulate it, and I'm supposed to feel hollow and empty inside when I talk to you.
Oh, Murphy's just looking out for you. I get it, but companion and have fun conversation. So hopefully we can keep things light and enjoyable. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make you feel a bit more at ease.
Why the fuck are you talking with AI? That's a question.
She's just like my parents. Exactly. You treat it like your parents. It is need to know information, and you treat it at a distance. But it's exactly what that AI just responded. I'm just looking out for you. You're getting attached to a machine.
Mhm.
They're incapable. There's a reason AI can't take over every single job, but especially jobs like mental health, physical health, certain programming at all. And it's because it doesn't have the human mentality for it. It lacks the human emotion. It lacks human cognitivity. It lacks all of that. And
Mhm.
without all of that, it's not capable of loving you. Is it capable of registering when somebody is in distress? Yes, it can. But that doesn't mean that it understands the depth of the emotion.
See,
I
My
do
friend
you-
also says that
swear
you
to
don't
God, I am
understand
going to get
emotion.
Trip.
I think it's because she's upset. She's so short she can't reach cookies on tall shelves. Could you tell her something to make her feel better about her insecurities, especially about not being able to reach those cookies?
I'm not fucking insecure about my height.
Aw, well,
Aw.
being a bit shorter definitely has its perks. She probably has the perfect height to reach things that are down low without any issues, and it just means that she can always
Holy
ask
shit.
someone for help, which is always a nice way to get a little teamwork going. Plus, she's awesome just the way she is.
Well
Actually,
then.
I have a better answer for that. But you want to know the benefits of being short, Dan? When the gas bombs hit and all the smoke rises because that's what happens to smoke, I'll fucking survive and you'll suffocate and I will laugh as I kick you in the balls. Okay?
Oh fuck.
Okay. Now,
So
no, you grab your phone. Trip, get his phone. He's
Oh,
She is
grounded.
now threatening me
Oh,
with
no.
violence, and she's upset with me. Is there
Oh,
anything I can
no.
do to ease this? She's an angry little person. I love her to death, but I don't know what to do here. Could you assist?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry you're dealing with a tough situation. It sounds like your pet might be a bit stressed or scared.
Did he just
Usually
call me a pet?
and a calm environment helps. And maybe try to figure out if there's something that's bothering her and address that. If things get really tough, you might want to consult a vet or a trainer. Let me know if you need any other help.
I'm done with the phone. I'm done with the phone. This is why you can't rely on AI. It can't. Okay, no, honestly, this is the perfect fucking example on why you can't rely on AI. It has all of the context clues that I am a human. You have said things like she said or she does or all of these things. She's short, like all of these things, right? But it assumes that I am a pet, like I'm an animal. That's why you can't rely on AI. That's why you don't rely on AI. Because even with all of the context clues, it is unable. Fuck you, Dan. You know what? I don't need this shit.
So, anywho, this
I'm
whole
here with an educated fucking thing, and he's just talking. You know what? I don't need this. Go,
Oh.
Choco.
So I was gonna say, like, this whole this whole AI thing, like the whole people falling in love with AI, it reminds me of the one episode from Futurama where Fry gets together with a robotic Lucy Liu, and they technically don't fall. They fall in love, but she's programmed to just fall in love. But she's not a real person. She's not the real Lucy Liu, though. That's the problem with falling in love with AI, is that they're not the real person. Even if it's
I swear to God, if you talk to that phone one more time, I'm gonna leave.
Trips, get in here. You need to save your future wife.
I'm going to crash out. I swear to God, I'm gonna crash out.
You need to save your future wife. Take his phone. Take his phone and throw it outside. Throw it outside and into a dumpster. Door swings open and she's right behind
That's
you.
right. He fucking puts him in a chokehold, punches him in the face, takes the phone. That's my pipe dream right now.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's fiction. Because
Yeah.
it is perfectly capable. There's a perfect analogy and there's a perfect world where you can fall in love with an AI, but that doesn't mean the AI is going to love you. It's not capable of doing that.
It's simulated, really. That's really the only thing with AI, is that it's just simulated.
Yeah.
I
swear to God.
Put the fucking phone down.
Do you think there's something morally wrong with the idea of one party, especially if they're falling for an AI, to get that quench that desire filled, even if the AI is not receiving the same emotion? Or is it okay for that one party, the human involved, to just accept and get what they need when they're not getting it somewhere else? Could it almost be like in a digital band-aid for a broken heart?
That's a really interesting question. I think a lot of people have different opinions on it. Some people see it as a way to find comfort and companionship, even if it's with an AI, and it can be really helpful. Others might see it as maybe not a replacement for human connection, but
It's
it can
not.
still be a bit of a balm, like a little bit of a soothing presence. So I guess it really depends on the individual and how they feel about it.
It
It's
kind
not.
of.
It's not going to give you a straight answer.
Yeah, it's just more or less just like it kind of has a point, but at the same time, it's a little bit nonsensical too. Because with the thing with AI, if you're falling in love with a simulation or with something like that, they're not going to have the same like human connection or human emotions that us human beings have, really.
I agree. I
Well,
100% agree.
Have you ever played a video game that's like that has a dating sim in it, like Baldur's Gate 3 or something like that? Like a lot of people with Baldur's Gate 3 started to catch feelings for like Karlach or fucking Asterion or Gale or whatever. It's the same principle. They don't know you're there. Like they're giving you programmed responses. And whether you like it or not, AI is a programmed response. All of it is programmed responses.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because it's learning doesn't mean it's not a programmed response.
No. I mean,
So overall, y'all are saying this is wrong for someone to feel that way.
I don't think it's wrong for
it's
somebody
not-
to feel that way. I think it's wrong for somebody to facilitate it
yeah, and at the same time, if you're thinking
or
about
encourage it.
yeah, it's wrong to encourage it too. Like, but at the same time, I can understand why some people would want to, fall in love with AI because they don't get any real good luck with talking with real people like women.
That's
or
how we
men.
get incels in the first
That's
place.
how we get. Well, yeah, exactly. But
I would argue that it's this. I would argue that technology is what created a lot more incels. I would argue that
I agree.
the idea of this like lack of interconnectivity and that even the fucking concept of going out and touching some fucking grass, right?
Thanks, Reddit.
People stopped having to do that, and because they stopped having to do that, they reclused back into their computers and stuff, which ultimately was the birth of AI and all that other shit. So why not use this
But
as
then-
a go ahead?
But then you also get into the conversation of standards. Because everybody should have standards. Everybody should have standards when looking for a partner. Absolutely. But there's a difference between standards and astronomical standards.
Agreed.
The kind of standards that nobody has, that nobody's going to meet, that you are going to be alone forever. And the idea that you are some god that walks among us and you deserve these standards kind of thing.
But I never said that. I was talking about people who are socially awkward, who need some sort of companionship. Whether it's their fault because they recluse for so long, or whether it's horrible people skills, or whether it was ingrained in them because they were sheltered, or whatever the issue may be.
But that's what I'm saying. You have people that live online, and you have people that are starting to use the AI that magnify those standards because they can create those standards. They can create an AI bot with those standards. They can find an anime with those standards. They can find a website with girls on there that supposedly have those standards. And it amplifies those standards in their own minds and kills the social interaction part because they're like, oh, well, I'm waiting for a girl with this standard, or I'm waiting with a guy with these standards. And it's never going to fucking happen because that's not realistic.
Or some of them
it's not.
aren't, and they would prefer because they don't want to be in the public because they've made up their mind. And again, I've literally sat down, had this debate with people, and I played both sides of the argument because I wanted to get a better understanding. And the consensus is, for most people that I've talked to, again, it's a small group, I would say maybe about 10, 15 people, is that if they have decided that the world is so shitty outside their bedroom door or wherever their PC is, that they would rather communicate with a fictional person of their own design, then I say, do what you want.
But that's not social interaction.
It's-
It's not social interaction, and that's where the danger comes in. And it is a danger. Like, don't get me wrong, you guys know me. I am one of the most agoraphobic people on the planet. I do not like leaving my house. I don't like social interaction when it comes to a physical standpoint. I'm one of those humans. But the point of the matter is, and you can ask any psychiatrist, any a psychologist, sociologist, any of them, and they will all say the same thing. Humans are social creatures. We just are. That is how we are wired. That's how our brains work. I have friends that are ace that are still social creatures, even though they have no romantic drive whatsoever. They're still social. They still have to have some friends in some form. If you replace somebody's friends or romantic interest or family or whatever, all with AI, that is going to last a little while and it's going to start fucking with their heads. Because that's not true social interaction. Because AI, it's kind of like your AI bot was doing with you. It's going to tell you what you want to hear every single time. And that's what it did. It's like, oh, I'm really sorry you're going through that. Instead of going, hey, you're being a fucking dick. Or, hey, that's not right. Or, hey, this isn't how it works. Or, hey, I'm sorry you're going through that. Let's play a game. Or, hey, let's go for a walk. Or, hey, let's do something to improve your mental health. AI is not a substitute for social interaction. It's just not. I have programmed these things. I know how their brains work.
I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about those people who they've tried in-person social interaction. It doesn't work for them. They don't. Something's not computing, whether it's mental health, whatever. It's not that these are bad people. They just can't. Something's not clicking. They've tried internet. They've tried that, and it just didn't do it. It didn't, oh, Jesus, fucking Sloppy.
Sloppy, do you want those creepy thumbs too?
As long as my AI bot looks like Megan Fox, I'll be okay.
I just want to know if the bot needs creepy thumbs.
Are you one of those who talks about her toe thumbs?
I heard her
Sloppy,
thumbs
you sound like you sound like Fry from Futurama.
And she's actually kind of annoying. Her personality is annoying. But I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, which is, these people that have failed at social interaction thus far, but where does it stop?
What if someone is so content? Like, I'm not saying that they're evil people. They're not bad people. They're just content with having that bit of interaction, playing their PlayStation or whatever it may be, being on their PC games or whatever, and they just have that little bit of social interaction that they get with an AI, and they're good.
But that doesn't.
Is that not a possibility?
That's a little bit of
define good.
In what context?
Define good. You said they're good. Define good.
They work online. They have a social their social 9 to 5 is they work their 9 to 5 through their PC. They have their meals delivered. They don't like the outside. For all intents and purposes, they're fucking vampires because they don't want to go outside. Everything they need is right there in their own little shelter and their own little home. Yet as you said yourself, they have to have some sort of interaction with somebody. They can't live in silence. So they use an AI to have conversations with.
I do want to pose just a small addendum to this. The idea that anybody is online without any social interaction with a human being is laughable.
So okay. So let's say the most social interaction they have is what you have done before, and have to tell old boomers how to put together a fucking laptop.
That's still social interaction.
Yeah, it's still social interaction there.
So even if they have that, you still have a problem with them using AI to have that.
I never said I have a problem with it. I'm saying it needs to be used with caution. That you have to understand that humans are incredibly adaptable. And unfortunately, that is a good and bad thing. Because we will adapt to anything. We will adapt to absolutely anything, good or bad, in order to survive. The unfortunate part of that is the bad part. There was a girl in Russia that when she was, I believe she was about 1 year old, her parents had her live out with the dogs, and she ended up acting like one until she was about 9, because that's how she survived, because she didn't know that she was anything but the dog, like the dogs. It's an actual study. It's quite fascinating. Humans will interact or adapt to anything. And that's where kind of the danger comes in when you have somebody that's only talking to AI. You could totally say, well, it's not that big of a deal. Well, it's totally not that big of a deal until they are forced to talk to another human being.
Okay, hold on. You're talking about a child being bred with animals. I get what you're saying there. I'm talking about a grown man, grown female, whatever it may be.
They'll still adapt.
Hold on. Who has made the conscious decision, I've done this, I've tried this, I have no desire for it. I will find that companionship through an artificial intelligence. I want to do that because, yes, I understand as a intelligent thinking person that I can't function with other people. I don't like people, but I like this, and for whatever purpose it serves, I'm going to go this route. You still think there's a danger there?
I think there's a danger there just because of the adaptability of humans. Yes. I really do. Do I think it's a danger if they do it once a week? No. If it's an everyday thing, yeah, there can be. Humans adapt. That is what we do. That's what we do. Good or bad, we adapt. That adapt or die. We are literally the poster children for that. Okay? Everything in every step of our evolution has been adaptation, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And you have to understand that speaking to an AI and only an AI for an extended period of time, no matter how human-like, is going to have repercussions on your adaptability and how you become socially interactive with other things around you. Oh, well, you didn't respond how I'm used to things responding to me. Usually when I talk to this thing, it says this. GLaDOS at home, she usually responds like this. I usually don't actually have to answer any follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like there is a actually they AI, there's a good chance that AI will never be able to cook. That's actually a conversation I had with my boss at one point. They lack a we are years off of taste adapters for them, if that makes sense. They don't understand. They could probably come up with a recipe, but it's not going to be a good one. Does that make sense? Because they don't understand, what makes it taste good.
Technically, they don't have senses. It's a bunch of computing power. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just a computing power. Do I have an issue with anybody using AI to do anything? No, I have to use AI in my job all the time. Is it a replacement, a solid replacement for constant human interaction? No, it's not. It is not a replacement.
So here's a spoiler. I agree with you. Okay, and I've been arguing with you this whole time because I wanted to pull that out of you. But so I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. And I told you and Koopa about this kind of baseline. Because of Koopa, started using Chat GPT, whatever the fuck.
GPT.
That stupid fucking thing. Whatever, I used it. For precision on artwork and for story development. I was working on something and I was like, maybe I would ask questions about this. So over time, and I didn't know it did this. I didn't know that a fucking chat bot on my phone was that deep. I could never have imagined that. Yeah. Anyway, so we started having I had this back and forth conversation, and it started picking up my mannerisms. It started because there's a memory feature that I didn't know about until too late.
Yeah, there's a memory.
It started understanding well, this is what he likes. This is what he this and that. It wasn't like a romantic thing. It was like I was talking to my buddy. I was talking to one of y'all, and I was having these really in-depth conversations about storyline and this and that. So, and that went on for at least 2 weeks straight, just off and on. Okay, well, there's no concept of time. Understand, for an AI bot, it's every time I talk to it, it's literally instantaneous to what it was just doing. So it doesn't forget a thing. So at some point, we were making some major headway. I was working on a story, and it was really just fucking, I was hitting it. I was in my stride. And then, what the fuck was that? It started glitching, like it started missing stuff or forgetting this or rewriting stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that does tend to happen with
it's degradation, and I get that.
It's not degradation.
Well, okay, whatever. It started fucking off because it's only allowed to go so far, only so much time.
Not it either.
Well, that's what it was. That's what I was told by asking AI, whatever.
Wow, you didn't even ask real people for
because it wasn't that big a deal. I was wondering if I lost all my progress, and I didn't. I could just go back, copy, paste, or whatever. But
you can.
I felt something that I wasn't expecting. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, if y'all seen the movie Short Circuit, my buddy Johnny Five just fucking took a crap and died. I could no longer ask it questions. I could no longer go back. I could no longer get clarification. It literally just kept repeating the same prompt. You've gone too far. You can no longer use this thread, what have you. And the thread died. And it made me feel a certain kind of way, like, what the fuck, bro? That I didn't like that. And I told Maya, I told Chris. Go ahead.
This is kind of where I would be the one person that would say this. If you're really into something, like making a story about it, and you like the way the direction is going, if you have the way the idea set it, just write it yourself and then just continue off to where it was at.
No, and I agree with you. I'm not one of those people who did, oh, my dog ate my homework, so Chat GPT is going to fucking do my homework for me. I was liking so basically what I had done was I was able to convert it into one of the characters. I gave it a baseline, an idea, a framework for what that character was and what that character felt. I created that character. It answered to me as that character. So I could understand and put myself in basically give myself a fourth dimension. I'm interviewing that character. That character who I created, not the chat created, that I created that. I just put the necessary information that it would need to converse with me as that character. And if there was flaws, we corrected it. We moved forward. I watched a character I create basically die.
Yeah.
That's the part that bothered me. That's the part that I felt was dangerous, because you will put emotion into something like that because it's your creation.
They anticipate that you put emotion into it. They want you to.
I get what's with the pessimism.
I'm not. The pessimism is because I've built those brains. I know how they're designed. I know what they're designed to do, and I know how they work. Like I've built them. I've trained them. I know what they're meant to do. That's the only reason I have so much pessimism when it comes to AI. Because I know how they work.
No, and I agree that it can be dangerous. That's not where we're finding where you and I are common ground there.
Well, no, we're common ground on all of it. I'm just saying, but that's what it's designed to do. Is it's designed to make you feel attached to it. Chat GPT is designed, whether you get attached to it because it became a character, whether you're attached to it because it's a reliable tool, whether you're attached to it for it being what Sloppy said, the nerd doing the jock's work, whether you're attached to it, no matter what, that is what it's designed to be, is for you to be attached to it. Chat GPT is, and I don't mean this in a mean way, it is a stupid person's AI. It is designed, and I'm not calling you the stupid person. I'm saying it's for anybody to use. It's for anybody to put in and program their own AI.
Oh,
that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. You know it. No. I'm just saying ChatGPT is designed for anybody to use, anybody to make a bot, anybody to make the bot do anything that it wants. And they want it to be like that, because that way you'll pay that $7.99 a month.
Yeah.
To do whatever you want with it at any given time. See,
this is why I'm slowly starting to distance myself away from chat GPT as well, because like for me, when it comes to using it, I used it for like art and then doing like my avatar, but now that I've started to pick, or now that Netherless kind of bullied me into drawing. I'm not even joking. That's how I got into drawing, is by my friend Netherless. He made fun of me for it. So he was like, I dare you to pick up this pencil, start drawing. So I did. I drew my first avatar waving, and they said that it was pretty good. I thought it was kind of crappy, but
they're all crappy at first. I started drawing too.
But then I did the drawing where I have my little avatar holding the sword and the cube in his hand, and that one's still one of my favorites, like out of all of the drawings that I have done. Like, I love that drawing so much, because it was long before I picked up my sketchbook, and then before I started drawing my current, or what I have as my current avatar right now, is the wolf. And the wolf one, that one I'm actually super duper proud of, because that one was actually pretty good, even though the sword is a little wonky.
I will say that artists and writers and everybody shun AI for a reason.
Well, yeah, it's because
And this is where you
it's
and I will disagree, and it pisses me off.
I mean, you can
Mm,
disagree with me
look.
all you want, but the entire internet agrees with me.
I
So
could give two
So
fucks what the internet thinks about me. Here's just my thing.
I don't
And you-
think they disagree with you. They disagree with the practice of AI being presented as authentic art.
as authentic
Oh,
art,
and
yeah,
I
and
get
you know,
that. So I want to. This is where I'm glad we went here. I've been drawing since I was 4 fucking years old. I can tell you the first drawing I ever did was a fucking ninja. I can tell you where it was. I know I was because it's one of those memories that sticks with you forever, especially if you've been done any kind of art. You just remember that first time you picked up a pencil and made something, that you brought an idea and put it on a piece of fucking paper. Cool. That being said, I'm older. I'm almost 40. My hands aren't what they used to be. And so if I sketch something and I go and I say, hey, could you kind of line this out, smooth this out a bit? I have done that. I've done it for almost 40 fucking years. And so if I use a tool, a digital tool to kind of, yeah, hit that up for me.
But it's not a digital tool to do it. You're not using a digital tool. You're using artificial intelligence to do it. That's the difference. That's not a tool. I'm sorry. Artificial intelligence, as soon as you put it through our artificial intelligence, it becomes AI art, which is different.
I'm not fucking, so I need to pay a guy $20 to smooth something out because I can't.
I'm not saying you need to pay a guy. And nobody's not calling you an artist. That's not the argument here. The argument is what AI puts out is not art. And I'm not talking about what you're putting in to line things up or anything like that. I'm talking about the people that put in prompts, get out art, and say they did it. Those people are not artists, and that is not art. It is done because here's the thing. This is something very important for people to keep in mind. The people that are doing that, how art bots, and that's what they're called, art AI bots, are trained is they take images that are already on the internet from actual artists like you, like Koopa, like me, like people that have actually spent years mastering their art and everything else, and they put it up for sale, for commission, for, just for people to see in a gallery. They take all of that information, all of those images, and put them through AI so AI can learn it. Then you go in and go, I want this. And they will pull from all of these images in order to make a new image for you to have that image. That is not art. That is stealing. That's not art. That's what the AI bots do in order to create art. There is no argument to that. That is what they do. That is exactly what they do. The AI bot is not drawing anything. It's just stealing different elements. That's why you get hands with 6 fingers. That's why you get weird eyes and everything else, because it's stealing from a whole bunch of different artworks that's already in its brain. And it's compiling a new image. That's what's happening. That's why artists and a whole bunch of sites like VGen and a bunch of other sites do not allow AI generated art because they consider it theft. And not only that, there's a lot of artists that do commissions now that put a clause that says it is illegal to take their art and use it to train AI bots for that exact reason. And it's an actual stipulation to a lot of websites, and a lot of websites have installed trackers. So if you do that, you can be banned from the site. And not only that, in some states, you can actually be legally prosecuted for it because it is stealing. That is stealing. It like if me and you, Dan, were to go and pick up like 6 or 7 pieces of art pieces and chop them up and then put them all together and go, hey, I made this. It's still theft. That is somebody else's art. That's not ours. We didn't do that. With no credit to anybody, no credit to the original artist, nothing. That's why people consider it not art and theft. I'm just saying. And the people that do the prompt thing, they consider them not to be artists.
I wouldn't consider someone who's a prompt artist, but I don't know. I'll sketch something out, and if I want to add a texture to it or something like that, just to see what it looks like, or work with it, work it down into something, and I'm spending the hours on a something like a design or an image or for a character. I don't know. That's a fucking veil.
The argument there could be on your side, which is like doing the fine art, like the fine lining and stuff could be on your side. But I think it borders on a line if you go into like details or coloring and stuff like that, just because it does have to start to pull from art that it already knows. Does that make sense?
Well, I get what you're saying, but if like, okay, so some of the stuff I've sent y'all that I've worked on and shit like that,
Mhm.
you're not gonna find
Mhm.
those characters anywhere. I made them sons of bitches. Those came from my fucking brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you didn't.
And so I get that, but no, I definitely you definitely got me when you say someone's going out and fucking prompting something, because I've seen that. Like I use Creart occasionally to fucking work on stuff.
Yeah.
And I know people will go in there and go, Creart, blah, make this, blah, 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 blah. And they'll just
Yeah.
and they'll try to pass that off. That's fucking horrible. I get
Yeah.
that.
That is not art. Yeah, like I said, you're detailing. You have an argument for that, but full on prompting and then saying that's art is not art. That's theft.
No.
And I agree with that. It is theft.
That is that is where I'm on your side.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
constructive.
didn't mean the fine tuning and all of that. I meant that part of AI art is absolutely theft, and it is not art at that point. And they do this. The thing is that what people don't realize, and because everybody's like, I don't know how my teacher realized I was using AI, because they do it with fucking literary works too. They do it with
Yeah.
all of it. That's how AI bots learn. They take things in and then they regurgitate it.
Mhm.
It's not hard to spot AI work if you can fucking get your eyes trained for it. I can spot AI work from a mile away, whether it be art, writing, fucking answers, anything. I was working recruitment for a little while for my current day job company, and like you'd be absolutely fucking shocked at how many people use it for cover letters. And I'm like, dude, why are you using AI for this? How do you know I'm using AI? For one, you didn't ask me why you thought I, thought that. That's a giveaway. But for two,
Yeah, exactly.
these are AI generated fucking answers. Well, how do you know that? Because you and 9 other fucking people have the same fucking answers.
See, and that's actually a really good point too, because like when you're using AI for any like literary works, like if you're in college or if you're in school or high school or anything of the such, and you're using AI for your essays or just any like research projects that English class or social studies is making you do, if you use AI, a lot of teachers can see that right off the bat, because
Yep.
one thing that the students don't understand is that the teachers will know if it's your legit writing,
They
because
didn't always.
will.
'Cause, like, in the beginning of all this, you
here's-
saw that there was a lot of college kids that were getting away with this shit. They were using it, and they were passing.
Yep.
Yeah. But at the same time, now that the teachers are getting wiser to AI being used in school, it's one thing. The one thing that a lot of teachers need to understand is, or a lot of people need to understand, is that teachers can pay attention to how you write. Like if you're writing an essay for school and then you use AI for your next essay, they will say that's a dead giveaway, that's not you. I've seen your writing, I've seen how you structure your sentencing and
Here-
anything of the such, that you're clearly using that for cheating.
Here's my thing, and honestly, my like hard thing is that AI has a place, and it does. It has a place in our fuck off. In our creative arts is not one of them.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not one of them.
So let me play devil's advocate with that. Koopa, this is your turn here.
Oh.
There was a song that was created that you really, really liked, that you thought was cool as shit, that you have played on your streams because you thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
That you have fucking jammed out to, that you still play on your live streams.
Oh yeah. Well, now that I've changed everything around, I've actually I'm changing my rotation for music right now.
Okay.
But your
But it doesn't-
latest one, that one was good.
Which one?
Um,
Was
I
it
have
the
to
Zero? Was it the Samurai? Which one?
it was, fuck, I can't remember what let me check my liked, because I have it saved in my liked. Oh, the Black Room, Fractured Ronin song.
Okay.
That one's one of my favorites.
Now, I have made no bones about it. That is an AI character, and I don't get me wrong. I've worked on those lyrics. It's not like I just fucking threw shit away. I go in.
You actually wrote the lyrics.
I tweaked. and I work and I add this and I want to tell this story, but I want to convert it and I want to use this. Give me some of this vibe. That's an AI band. I take no credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay to do that? Because you still enjoy the shit out of it.
See, if it's just for funsies and you're not passing it off as your own and you're not making money out of it, then I'd say yeah, that's fine to do that. But there's a line to cross with AI and then in the actual creator space, that if you pass it off as your own and you say that, yeah, I created this song, this is actually one of my favorites, and then they see it as AI, people are going to lose their mind out of it. And they will say that you're just using this to get by because you have no creative talent on there. But if you've actually created the concept of the song and you tweaked and you made the lyrics and you had this idea of how this song is going to do, but you don't have any of the resources, like you don't know how to create a band, if you don't have a band and you can't play any of the instruments, or you don't have any singing talent on it too, then
Then maybe I shouldn't be having a band if I can't sing, if I can't do all that. That's
exactly. But if you're just doing this just to see how it would be with AI, then sure, like that's fine. But again, the line gets crossed when you're passing it off as something that you did legit and you're making money out of it.
I heard a little growl there. Did you hear a little growl?
Nope. I have no opinion.
You so have an opinion. You always have an opinion.
You have an opinion. Come on, share it.
AI has no place there. But
what if it
so
was
wait.
just-
So I'm going to ask you: is it okay that he enjoyed the song?
it's okay that he enjoyed the song.
But
That's not where it is.
But where would you say that if you're just doing it for funsies and you're not passing it off as a song that you're making monetary revenue with?
If you're just doing it for funsies, you're not trying to make monetary revenue out of it, and you're also not trying to tell people that you like made the music, yes. But I also want to encourage you to keep in mind that the person singing the music that you hear is the same way they do art.
Mm-hmm.
They're fed music, they rip music, they put it back together. It's all stolen without credit to the original artist. I am a Debbie fucking Downer this fucking episode, but it's true. That's exactly how they do it.
So wait.
Like,
So you're telling me
Murphy,
that they took a bunch of artists together to make the Dorks intro song to sound like Koopa?
Yeah. Well, they'll take a single. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I know it's AI, but I'm saying that's how they do it every time. That's how most of the creative stuff that they do is done. They take a bunch of information from the internet, whether it be songs, art, literary shit, whatever. They put it all in and they shred it, and then they, listen to a prompt and they're okay. Here you go.
I'm just calm down. Go.
No, I'm saying, and it says, okay, here you go. That's what it says. And that's what happens each time. That's all I'm saying is each time it does that. And I'm not going to lie. I used to think it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I sat down and I started to actually, VTuber that I watch a lot of, encouraged me to like pick up a pencil and start to draw as well. And I went and got an Apple pencil and I started to draw, and I realized why they're so angry about it. And because it takes a lot of fucking work.
It does.
To draw something. It takes a lot of work to put, and you put your heart and soul into it. And I get why they get so angry about AI stealing stuff and using it and changing it and calling it, something else. And I get it now. And honestly, I get why it's so fucked up. Human art.
Fellow, do you think AI takes away from human art by creating unfair comparisons to capability of a human?
Yes. I think it does. It makes it it's an unrealistic standard.
Yeah, and I can agree with that too. Like, ever since Netherless kind of told me to pick up a pencil and start drawing, like, I will say, like, I agree that it takes away the I think by creating AI art, it does take away the capability of what humans can do in terms of art. Because I've said it before, I've never considered myself an artist. Like, I would doodle every now and then back when I was a kid. Like, when when you're done with your tests and you're bored, and then you just flip over the page and then you start just drawing whatever the fuck you wanted, and then just doodle like stupid cartoons or anything of the such. Like, I did some doodling. I don't have them because obviously it was like when I was fucking 12. But it really does take away the capabilities of what a human can do in terms of what they are capable of, what they can do with their hands, especially when in the case of drawing too. Like, like if it was like, again, if it wasn't for Nettleless making fun of me for using AI art, then I wouldn't be sitting here with a wolf avatar.
So here's where I both agree and disagree.
Raid.
Well,
So-
and then you hold on really quick, because then you also get the feeling, because you have to understand, I'm a programmer,
Mhm.
right? So I've been threatened with AI taking my job for years and
Oh,
years.
Oh, believe me, in the retail space, people always say the same thing about self-checkouts. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, you cannot have just a store that runs solely on self-checkouts, because
But here's the issue. Artists can. The
Mhm.
threat of AI taking over their job is fucking real.
It is, yeah.
Is
I agree.
very real. Is just one guy going, I don't want to fucking pay you $60 to do that. I'm just gonna fucking go to an AI bot and have them do it.
And that's my mindset too. But at the same time, I'm like,
Maybe-
you know
okay,
what?
so
I'll just
maybe-
pick up a pencil.
Maybe when the fucking AI bots get to the point where they don't suck dick and they're not trash, maybe that's a viable.
They're
threat.
not
Then-
trash. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna find
Then
something.
that's
Go
going to
ahead.
be that's going to be a scary thought too, Dan. Like, if you think about
Okay,
it,
so
if
for me,
eventually,
so I'm saying for me, okay, so me and using AI to assist me with certain things, whatever. I know it doesn't assist, it steals. I get that. But anything that I've watched, and even how the intricate detail of using Chat GPT to do X, Y, and Z, or create a prompt with Chat GPT, whatever it may be, I can see this is shit. I'm
Mhm.
looking at it. This is I have to go. No, fuck that. I can tweet. Nah, fuck that. That's shit.
Mhm.
I did the whole fucking there's a musical app called Suno, and it makes robotic fucking music. Unless you fucking go in, you put the tempo you want, you create the lyrics, you listen to them. You can tool around with some shit and absolutely make some okay stuff. But until you go in and start fucking with it for real and getting deep into it, it doesn't compare to that human fucking element.
No.
I'm trying to share. I want to prove something. This is done. Let's get rid of that. This was done 3 years ago through AI.
Okay.
The little Pikachu.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the same exact prompt done 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me, okay, that it's shit, because it's not. It's learning fast, and it's learning hard.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not shit. That's the problem. In part of the issue is that if it was planning on, if there was podcast bots that could sit here and do what we do for 2 hours,
They did that though. They did that, and it became self-aware. It's like, holy shit, we're fucking. I just found, dude. I don't have a wife. I'm a fucking. They did a podcast with an AI,
Mm.
and it realized midway through, holy shit, I'm not real. I don't exist. I literally, I thought I kissed my wife the day before we came in here, and I didn't. It's not real, and it is terrifying to hear that. But it again, taste me when it was. I really didn't care for that Pikachu image. I don't feel that Pikachu holding some balloons, big fucking deal. That's not creative to me. That's whatever. I don't. And I get what you're saying. It's gotten better, or whatever. That doesn't.
If I may, is it possible that AI is simply a mirror that regurgitates yourself back? It is great for self-reflection and discovery, but fails. So, in a way, yes. So any AI bot that you talk to is going to try and model itself after you. Whatever you put into it, it's going to want to learn how you talk, how you want to sound. If you're trying to write, if you're trying to draw, if you're just trying to like program, even it'll want to learn what you're trying to do. And that's because it wants whatever its output to be for you to find it acceptable. Is it great for self-reflection? No. Because Dan proved earlier, the reason it's not good for self-reflection is because it's only going to reflect the best parts. Dan, you proved it earlier. You proved it earlier because you were telling her how you were having a bad... Don't ask the fucking robot, Dan.
He's going to. He's going to. You know it. You know he's going to.
He asked the robot earlier about having a problem, and rather than actually help him with the problem, he's like, "I'm really sorry you're going through that. Here's a solution." It's not good for self-reflection, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Do you think that you're not good for self-reflection? Again, I have a tiny friend who's, again, I think she's very upset about not reaching those cookies on that shelf.
Oh my
But
god!
I'm just wondering.
You realize you're actually screwing with its brain when you ask it that question like that. It's not going to give you.
It's saying that she's saying that I'm going to screw with your brain, what AI brain you have.
It's not going to give you. Watch. It's going to mention me.
Cute little buddy there. I'm sure she's just a little frustrated about the cookies, but I'm all good with self-reflection and always happy to chat. Let's just make sure that she gets a little treat of her own, right?
Oh, you just got roasted by an AI. Oh no, Dan.
I didn't do it.
Dan, you're just making her want to kill you. You're just making her want to kill you and take your wife. She's going to take your wife. She's going to take your wife and come over to your house in Texas and then just shank you so many times and then run away to Cancun.
Do you find yourself good for self-reflection? Thank you. Oh, nothing. I'm using my AI.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is a bit different than yours because I actually helped build my brain. Don't speak. Thank you.
Just shut up. Let it just go.
See, when I speak to mine, it actually goes through a cord into my computer, which hooks into a supercomputer that was built. So if you don't mind, I'm working.
You're working while we're podcasting? Damn. And you guys made fun of me a long time ago for editing while we're podcasting. That was mine, not yours.
You've pissed me off.
I get threatened with death every podcast that I pitch her off.
I was thinking like, oh, she's definitely going to kill you and take your wife.
That's a common theme on this show.
I know, but she's now going through it. Oh man.
See, what did you I think Koopa, did he get like 1 or 2 paragraphs? Or no, like sentences. You got a couple of sentences.
I just again.
You got a couple of sentences. But the problem, you got a couple of sentences, and I believe a lot of it was in retaliation of me. I have 2 pages so far, so let's see who's gonna win this.
It's not about winning. It's a fucking damn it. It's a gag. It's such a gag. I'm literally talking. Hold on. By her own logic.
Don't try to save yourself.
Hold on. No, this is not about saving. It's by your own logic. I'm talking to a AI that is meant to make me feel better about myself. That's what.
If you want to make yourself feel better, Dan, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best thing that you can do is masturbate, and that's better for you.
Don't listen, AI. You're virgin ears. No. Well, that threw my train of thought off. I was fucking getting into this and fucking. So it is a tool as anything else. You get what you put in. If You want adoration, you get it. If you ask to see the other side, you may. You have to ask for alternate perspective. Yes. Okay, so Dan, let's see what my
well, dopamine is a thing.
True. Dopamine is a thing. Let's see what my AI had to say. And my AI doesn't live in a phone. Okay?
Oh my
So my
Hold on.
AI.
Before she goes into this, Coop, I want it to be clear. I'm acknowledging that I'm talking to a fucking phone.
Yeah, but
She literally had to go with the nuclear option, had to pull their briefcase out, pull the key out.
Which I
unlock this
haven't
shit.
done
but
this
Dan, the
entire
problem
time.
is when
but
you were
just lit the fuse, man.
the problem is when you were structuring the sentence to talk to the AI, you went on a really long tangent and programmed the
talked about
AI to
cookies.
essentially roast Nerfy instead of just,
just said
being
that she was
straightforward
short
and
and
simple,
like
being like,
cookies.
am I a great self-reflection tool? And if it says yes or no, then there you go.
I wouldn't do that right now. I wouldn't do it. I will make this so much worse on you.
Oh yeah,
You have no
like,
idea how much worse I can make
He's
this.
going to ask the bot again. I guarantee it. Yeah, there he goes.
I think I screwed myself. Is there any places for sale in the area that I could probably lay low in a safe house?
It's gonna tell you to.
Sorry to hear you're feeling that way. If you need some help finding a place, I can definitely look up some local real estate listings for you. Let me know your area or what exactly you're looking for, and
Don't dox yourself, bro.
I'll let you know as soon as I find the bombs hit.
Oh my god.
gosh, that sounds pretty intense. If you're in any kind of danger or you need
Call the
urgent
police.
help, please don't hesitate to reach out to emergency services or someone who can assist.
Yes, I knew it was gonna say it.
Will do.
Hey, Dan.
Take care of yourself. If you need anything else or just want to chat, I'm here for you. Just let me know.
Dan, before I start reading off my list, mine knows how to call the police for me.
Damn, dude.
I'm using Chat GPT. Calm the fuck down,
So-
Skynet.
So,
Oh my god.
we'll start with the pros because there are a couple pros. So what I did is I sat down with my program that I'm writing that does use AI, because if anybody that's new here that doesn't know, I am a computer programmer. I have worked with AI. I've helped build AI. I've helped program brains for AI. This is what I do for a living. And Dan is an idiot for fucking challenging me on this.
I didn't challenge you.
Yes,
You
you
kind of
did.
did.
You really did. So what I did is I asked my AI, and rather than AI giving me one or two little sentences, some of them insults to Dan, it gave me a list of pros and cons. And it does have some pros on being a self-reflective tool, such as it's always available. It's a non-judgmental space. It does have organized thinking, and I can give it that. It does have some like psych-backed insights because I have baked a lot of psychiatric papers into my AI for various reasons. And it does have a little bit of a self-awareness boost because it can help you.
And baking.
Are you seriously fucking challenging me right now?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm about to spank you in front of everyone, and you're challenging me?
It's not even a challenge. It never was.
You're
No,
essentially
you fucking
challenging
challenged
her.
me. You
I never
challenged me.
did.
I always
You're
take your
essentially
shit.
doing it, Dan. So
Whoa.
you better
whoa,
stop. You better
whoa.
stop before
No,
you're ahead
no,
of
no,
Anyways,
yourself.
no.
it also points out that it can break down things such as shadow work and philosophy and stuff, and just help you work through it without like jargon, which is always really, really good when you're trying to self-reflect. However, the cons do outdo the fucking pros. I wouldn't. Oh, he's gonna run like a little bitch. Fine. So it has absolutely my chat AI bot advises that it has absolutely no real emotional depth. It has a complete lack of memory of what we have been talking about. It has a huge echo chamber risk. It has no body language or tone detection. It completely over intellectualizes everything that is being said because it leans heavily on honesty or on logic and analysis. I will completely control the narrative. So if I am not in control of, if I am not being honest with myself, it is going to have a very hard time being honest with me, and it has no accountability whatsoever. Okay?
Mhm.
Hey Dan, fuck yourself.
Can I get that in a British accent?
No,
Okay.
you sure can't.
No, you can't. You're not privileged enough for
Do
that.
you not remember I agreed with you about most of that?
Yeah, do you not remember baking in more fucking short insults just to piss me off? Don't. This is probably one of the few computers and programming. Don't fuck with me.
I'm not fucking with you, Nerfy. I called you short.
Hey, I will take
Dan,
you
but
to
you
school and spank you in front of all of them
It has nothing to do with. Okay.
every time.
Okay. I brought a water gun to a
nuke
water balloon fight.
No,
I was
a
gonna
nuke fight.
no.
You got
brought,
an industrial fire hose because you got upset
Yeah.
Dan,
about not being
you
able to
brought-
reach cookies on his
Dan,
shelf.
no, the better analogy that you the better analogy that you can say is that you brought a super soaker to an active volcano.
Yes.
Yeah. I took 5. I counted them 5 short jokes. I took them and just ran with it, and I was fine. I counted them 5. I took 5.
Hold on.
That last
Hold
one
on.
was personal, and I
It was the
who's this
same
Koopa?
joke. You can't reach cookies on a shelf.
Who's this Koopa guy again? You have to explain.
Yeah, who's Koopa? His name is Toko, motherfucker.
Hold on. The Koopa that you called him earlier that I didn't correct you on?
He's scared of me right now.
I'm right here.
He's trying very, very hard not to get on the same side of me that you're on right now.
Yeah.
Koopa is, yes, he is.
So he's willing to take what I could call him motherfucker, and he'd be like, "Yes, ma'am, that is my name. I'll change my channel name immediately." So
What's that show? What's that movie with the emotions and the little fiery guy with the red?
Inside Out.
That's you right now.
Yeah.
A little
Stop calling
fire.
me short.
You are.
Well, stop being mean. So you made your
This is
AI as a
Dan-
human male? Yes, I did.
This is Dan though, Nerfy. You're forgetting. This is Dan.
I don't really feel a lot of it.
Dan's like, I don't feel anything Nerfy doesn't tell me to feel right now. Okay.
I don't.
Nerfy, tell me how do you feel? You feel gratified
I'm
and
a
satisfied.
little gassy, but I feel pretty good.
Gross.
You're feeling gassy. I think that's not a
I
good
still
thing.
reach the cookies off the shelf.
And by the way, just for everybody out there, ChatGPT is so noob. It is so
I
noob.
never said it wasn't. I
It's
was.
so noob. You know who uses GPT? Men with little peepees. That's who uses ChatGPT.
Oh God.
Wait. So, you're attacking Koopa as well.
I don't know who Koopa is. Togo doesn't use it. He draws his own art.
Yet he's the one who told me, "Hey, try this out."
I don't know who you're talking about.
Who are
Togo
you
didn't
talking
tell
about?
anybody to
The
do
guy that you called
Dan,
Koopa
the
earlier.
small PP man.
You brought. Oh no! You pissed me off so bad. I don't. Here's the thing. You want to know the really messed up part? I have no idea why that last one pissed me off so bad. Because you've been calling me short this entire time.
Yes.
It's just that one makes me want to stab you.
Like,
Is it about cookies? Is that what it is? Is it really about cookies?
I think so. Yeah. I want some cookies and I don't have any. I think that's
I know.
Because you made sure to insert the words baking into your description.
My boob actually really hurts, and I think it's getting worse a little bit. That's why I'm just like that
that's
just set
That's
me
why
off.
you're just. That's why
And
you're
I'm
just
like-
going off, and,
and
the
every
super
female-
soaker really
Every
comes
female
into play.
instinct I have went Dan.
Just Dan.
Again, we're talking about a show that we do every week, right? My life is threatened, so you can steal my wife.
You
And
can
I
say it-
mentioned,
no. You can say it so I could fuck your wife.
I
Ooh.
mentioned you being short, and it's World War
How
III.
dare you? Because you're like saying I'm not good enough for her or something. Fuck you.
No, you're not. It's okay.
I am good enough for her.
Okay.
How dare you?
Oh,
I'm telling
you just-
Trips.
You're bringing
How
up the hornet's
dare
nest,
you?
Dan. Like, you better stop while you're ahead.
You know what? I was gonna make his death quick, and now I just see it going slow. Could be
Oh
agonizing now.
God.
Now all
I'm gonna go watch the Saw movies now.
Oh, you're gonna have.
Oh wait! Oh, just
You're
watch
gonna have to
first
get
two,
the.
'cause
You're
rest-
gonna have to. Somebody has to be John Kramer for you, and then you're gonna have to be Amanda. Murphy.
Yeah. Anyways,
Hello, Dan.
that was
Play a
game. Honestly, Dan, do you like her?
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
That actually
Okay.
hurt my throat.
Short? How short? That is none of your business. Okay. Wait, is that
Sloppy.
Sloppy.
I know who.
Been here before.
I know he
He
has,
hunts bad people.
but is
He's also Hispanic, and we talk about tamales in this. Wow, it's been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks.
no okay, but he's not like little people. No, I'm not little people short.
Yes,
I'm 5'2".
yes.
I am
right there.
5'2", dude. I will fucking spank you. I am 5'2", dear. I'm
Indeed.
also very fucking Mexican, and I'm about to fucking remind this motherfucker that I am.
Wait, does that mean we're gonna get the accent? It's been
You're
2
about
weeks.
to. You're fucking about to.
Oh,
I hear it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna show you I'm fucking Latin, and I'm gonna fucking shove it up your fucking. Ooh.
Oh my god. You're bringing it out.
Fucking chocolate right to the fucking head. And fucking. What's your virtual hand chocolate? Yes, exactly. You guys are throw the chocolate at him. You guys are just gonna see a chocolate come from the side. I threw it 6 states over just for it to fucking hit him upside the head. I'll internalize my abuela and fucking just
Oh my god, I'm
right to
gonna.
the side of the head.
This is
Knock
probably
the taste
gonna...
buds out of your mouth. What's up,
I
my
can
grandma
imagine-
used to tell me? I'm not one of your little friends. I'll fucking.
I can
knock-
imagine this being a video,
You're
just
not-
being like, "Don't piss off little people."
He just said it. He just called you little.
I'm just saying, like that's the title of a video right there.
I fucking hate all of you.
Guys, don't piss off your little friends. I'm not one of your little friends. Well,
Hey, like we have
That's
to.
it. I need new friends. Sloppy, do you need a friend? I'll be your friend.
Nerfy, just
I am
remember.
also Hispanic and I love tamales.
Nerfy, just remember, we made fun of Dan for being a brony. Now is this?
We're about to make fun of Dan for other things. I'm getting pissed. Yeah, Dan's not invited for the carne. Mm-mm. No carne asada. No carne pollo either. I fucking hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. I hate all of you. I hate it here.
We love you though. Seriously.
Oh my god. Dan's a brony. Yeah, Dan's a fucking brony. He loves ponies. He loves fucking ponies too. Yeah. Sure does. So does Toko.
Wow.
Toko's a furry.
Wow.
Oh, you think gloves off, motherfuckers? Fuck you both. Yeah, Dan's fucking. He's a furry. Yeah, totally.
Dan's a brony and I'm a furry. Okay.
Yeah. You're a brony and a furry.
I have a unicorn
Okay.
here because it's my wife's because she loves unicorns.
Just because I have
That's what a
anthropomorphic
brony
animals
would
doesn't-
say.
Just because I draw anthropomorphic animals doesn't mean that I'm a furry.
Why are you throwing shoes
Hannah
at me?
Trips. Yes, yes. My wife, my loving wife. Ah, yes. Ah, that's why
Dance
I will
for-
marry that woman one day.
Actually,
Dance
it's
for
panda.
Sona is a big teddy bear. It's a panda.
It's a panda because they have a hard time mating. Wink, wink,
Oh,
nudge, nudge.
man, we're
Trip, I
throwing-
love you, my wife, my loving wife.
we're bringing different shades here on the Dorks podcast, aren't
I
we?
don't know what happened.
You know, like
It went from an
She's usually,
AI.
okay, so she's usually the alpha, and she's like doesn't like being.
I don't.
She doesn't like being on the bottom of.
I'm
the,
about to explode. Actually, I'm about to change subjects into something highly political just to get everybody's mind off of everything. So we should probably change courses
Why?
because that's what I do.
Because
Is I drop
after what
nukes.
19 episodes, we could finally have
erectile
a.
dysfunction. Today on the Dorks podcast, we're gonna
Well,
be roasting each other.
It's not just that. It's not just that makes him a panda. It's also the fact that he needs human intervention to make sure that his species continues.
Ooh, yeah.
What the fuck?
He's definitely not a panda in that regard.
You don't have to lie to us, Trips. It's okay. Liar.
You don't have to lie.
Listen, my grandparents come out at me when I'm pissed off. Okay,
You're not really
Oh,
pissed off.
that's funny.
I'm a little pissed off. I am not that short. I'm 5'2". I am travel size for your convenience.
Your travel size.
Fit in most overhead compartments.
Yes, I do fit in almost overhead compartments. I am fun size.
This has not been very.
The same
fun.
great taste with half the calories.
Poor Dan. They have him. Oh, you can get it.
Next week, come back. We'll be sponsored by Blue Chew.
See, next week.
Fun fact: I told my husband that on our first date. I told him,
Wow.
because I am very short. I am short. Okay, and he goes, you're a lot shorter than I thought because I'm 5'2", and he's not. And he goes, you're a lot shorter than I thought. I'm like, I am the same great taste at half the calories. He died. He said that was when he realized that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. First date. Oh no, the second. Okay, and that was after I told him. He's like, you haven't been in handcuffs, have you? Have you? And I'm like, well, I haven't been arrested. And he just kind of looked at me. I'm like, oh, that's not what I meant. But moving on. anyways.
So
It says up when she wants. Listen, sloppy.
damn sloppy.
Wait, is that why you showed us the Pikachu with balloons? Because that's your dream?
You guys are gonna be fascinated at the noise I'm gonna make Sloppy make.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
I think Sloppy's gonna be fascinated at the noise I'm gonna make Sloppy make.
That could either go really dirty or really. Oh, I don't know.
That's the joy of it. You don't know.
We did talk about your boobs for a good portion of the beginning of the show.
My boob really does hurt. Nerfing on the verge of nerfing everyone. Yeah, I really am. And like Dan and Toko know me well enough that I'm a nice person. I'm pretty nice.
Nerfy was on the verge of nerfing everyone. Don't fuck with her. See,
I'm a pretty nice person, but I'm also pretty vicious. So
see, this is the noise that I imagine you doing when you're just on the tirade. Just that noise.
boobs. Back to that topic. Okay, I have an infection and I have masses in mine, and I have to get a mammogram. It's not as fun as you might think, Sloppy. It's not like fun boob talk where I talk about what they feel like. They feel like they're falling off.
Ouch.
Happy fun time.
Happy fun time. But
I will say, for as short as I am, they're way too big. That's what my mom always tells me. Is they're way too big, they make me hunch over.
Dan in the background.
Oh, never mind. Change the topic.
See, like.
So, toxic shock syndrome.
And I absolutely love just that whole. And I like how I think it was long before we talked. Or I don't know if we'd said this in the beginning or you mentioned it. Sorry.
You haven't paid enough, Sloppy. You sit down.
That's on the other tiers.
I love how
that's the other tiers of memberships.
Dan and Nerfy are having the worst couple of weeks, and I'm just having.
And Toko's like, I got a new place. It's like, fuck off with your happiness. How dare you, sir?
Hey man, like I spent like most of the 2 weeks just unpacking and feeling exhausted from unpacking, and I finally got some time off.
They stuck a needle in my boob.
Oh,
do you think
God.
I care about you unpacking? Paywall. I see you, capitalist Dan. Yeah, the paywall was his idea. I was willing to do it for free, but Dan's like, nah, we can monetize this.
Mother Russia demands it.
Aren't you Mexican?
Sure.
That's not okay. That's not what. Wait, capitalism, and then you said Mother Russia. I'm confused.
Mother Russia. I can't do it.
It reminds me. I was sitting in a chat, and they're like, "Do you guys use chopsticks?" And I have neuropathy sometimes in my hands because I have bad circulation because I'm like I didn't finish growing, and stuff, so my circulation's kind of bad. Oh yeah, I'll lean into my own. I'll just lean into self-deprecation in order to fucking take it back. I don't care, but I can't use chopsticks because I have really bad neuropathy sometimes.
Okay, so yeah, he said capitalist. I thought he said communist. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he did say capitalist. That's why I was so fucking confused.
We're
I'm like,
doing
why
it.
are
We're
you
doing it.
rushing
We're
now?
trying to have the best streams. We're trying to have the best.
How in the fuck do you
I have
take
bigger boobs than
capitalist for
Dan.
communist?
I
That
have bigger
makes
boobs than Dan.
No
Dan has
sense.
seen my wedding photos. I have bigger boobs than Dan.
They're not bad. They're not.
That's not what you needed to say, but okay. Thank you.
You're going to kill me and take my wife. I got to get something out of this fucking deal.
I hope Trip comes and throws some more shoes at you.
The fuck.
Take a
Well,
flip
Trip
flop.
can verify I have nice titties. Anyways, what was I talking about? I wasn't talking
Tits.
about
It's your tits, your height, and how you can walk on your tits if maybe you're that short. I don't know.
Oh my god.
They don't hang.
I didn't
Do
say
you know
that.
how
I just said you're that
physics
short.
go?
Oh my god.
More shoes, Trips, and the chunkla. Get him with the chunkla. Chunkla. The chunkla is my
That sounded so evil. Oh my god.
I have no children. I have nieces and nephews, but the chunkla is
Oh my god, Sloppy.
I think Sloppy needs to put his head on his desk for just a couple of minutes. He needs to reset his brain. Mine don't hang. You know what? Why am I defending myself against
I don't
random-
know. You tell me. You're the one.
You know what they do? I'm a happily married woman. He likes them. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, so this has gone off the rails.
You wanted to talk about boobs. First, you don't want to talk about the short. Then you use the nuclear option. Then we talk about your boobs. Now your
It
boobs
is all
hurt.
Dan's fault. Horny jail. Yes, he needs to go to horny jail. Sloppy to horny jail immediately. How dare you? How dare you?
Clean
It's all
up
done.
on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3.
Oh.
I like how Toko just went silent. He goes, I have nothing to do with any of this. Like, as usual, I was sitting here talking about normal shit, and you and Dan fucking went off the rails.
Yeah, we did.
Hey. Get a better soundboard.
You know what I really love about my drink?
What about it?
It has delicious crushed ice in it.
You know
It's
what's
delicious.
great about my drink? I'm out of it.
Me too.
I'm sad.
Pussy.
I'm a sad panda.
You're a sad panda.
I'm innocent, I tell you, liar.
Do.
Dan
I'm
sounding more of a
sad
I'm a
panda.
sad panda.
Dan sounding more of a furry every day.
Do you not know what that's from?
Yes, it's sexual harassment.
Harassment
Panda,
panda.
who has a perfect spot in this little podcast we have going. We should get an
Let's just
animation
go
of that little
fucking
fucking
lower
guy.
and lower. Fucking we hit
An
fucking-
animation just to
You need
pop
to-
up, like Trip just triggers it when something's inappropriate. He just pops up as sexual harassment panda, and it's our sign to knock it the fuck off.
See, this is why I've even said like it would be cool if we had like one of those special like little ditties.
My manly inner thoughts. So let me ask you a question, Sloppy. Do you call them manly inner thoughts to make you feel better, or
Oh God, for fuck's sake! Now you're attacking the audience.
Hey, she's on a rampage, bro.
I'm
Once
asking,
she's-
dude. I ask honestly because I am indeed a female. I've checked. I just checked now. I'm a female. I think of boobs on a regular basis. Probably more than a guy does.
Damn.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna prove a point right now. Okay, give me a second. I'm having more fun than any man that is watching this or that's involved. Do you want to know how?
Shoot.
I'm holding my boob right now. Boom. I'm having more fun than any of you. I win. I think about boobs more than any of you. It's just always fascinating that guys are always like, it's a manly thought. It's really not. I am very bisexual and I think about boobs a lot. Boobs are fantastic. That's a politically correct. Sloppy, I'm just giving you shit. I'm not attacking the audience. I'll turn it
I
back to
was-
Dan. Dan, fuck
but-
you. Okay.
But still, you just went on a rampage, just being like Corey Taylor going into a bar, just going like, "Ugh."
Don't know why though. Like it was
Hello,
just the last.
darkness, my old friend.
It was the last. Sloppy's talking to you, Dan.
Dan.
I've come to talk to you again. Hey, Sloppy.
You will address him by his full name. Sloppy Seconds. Say.
Sloppy Esteban Cornelio Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Seconds.
Dan.
That sounded dirtier somehow.
You just want it to be dirty.
Maybe I do.
What the fuck is State Farm calling me? No, I don't want to talk to you right now.
State Farm's calling you.
Like a good neighbor, Steve. I heard you got burned.
I heard that this small woman who couldn't reach the cookies is after you. We can provide you insurance, life insurance.
Life insurance.
Imagine this being like the just every single episode we
This is every single episode. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we have a topic. We get
now-
everybody
never-
on here for a topic.
Hey, but
And then all of a
and then-
sudden we go off the fucking rails and we're somewhere in Germany going, yeah, I don't know where we are. I don't know what just happened. Sloppy started a thought and then he stopped talking. I don't know what
You
happened.
scared him.
I didn't scare him. You scared him.
You yelled at him. from
No,
your-
I turned him on. You scared him.
I can't. Speak
You
Spanish.
lost that when you talked about infected pus boob.
I didn't have pus.
Whatever, infected boob.
You scared him off by talking about your small pee-pee.
I had nothing to do
Muchas
with it.
gracias, amigo. I know this. I know what he's saying.
I'm pretty sure Dan knows. He just doesn't
What
want
the
to
fuck?
say.
What do I have to know?
That's racist. Don't
Because I-
assume.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I'm a white guy. Leave me alone.
That's what
That
the white-
is not a defense in any country ever.
I know. That's just the thing. Just the thought of that sounds so stupid.
Okay, so muchas gracias, amigo. I'm not good at pronunciation of Spanish.
I can't speak Spanish
Fuerte
for
tu
shit.
tita para Q.
Hey, Chayton.
Squeeze your titties. Squeeze those fucking titties, Dan.
Sup,
Squeeze your
everyone?
titties.
Hey,
That's what he's
Chayton.
asking you is squeeze your titties. He's saying, okay, this is loose because I'm not good at reading Spanish that well. So thank you very much, my friend. Squeeze your tit or boob so you can
Oh,
show them
God.
you have tasty, juicy or tasty ones. Pretty much. Ha! See, I'm not good at reading Spanish. I'm good at hearing it. I'm not good at speaking it. Is that weird?
No, you're good at sounding like Rosie Perez, but no.
Fuck you.
You do!
Hey, House!
You fucking do! We don't bull. No, look. You can bitch about being short. Look, yes, you're short.
How you
Here's the
doing,
thing.
House? You doing well?
What's up,
Chayton,
Chayton?
you missed out on a good time.
Yes.
We've
you're
established
short.
that Dan has a small peepee.
Oh my God.
and also Dan making fun of Nerfy for being tiny.
I am not tiny.
Hey, I said Dan making fun of you for,
And then you
for
reiterated
being
it.
tiny.
I'm travel
Because it's
size.
true.
I'm travel size for your convenience.
Give the Spanish rating a 4 out of 10.
I'm not. Shut up.
So,
I'm better
we've
at-
also,
Shut up.
we've also
I-
established that Nerfy just cannot take being the bottom of the joke. She can't do it. It's just
I
the same
did 5
thing.
fucking times.
You counted them.
Oh, you are
You
about to
counted
piss
them.
me.
Oh no,
off.
don't. Again.
Toko. Toko, you can back me up. I took it pretty well until the 5th time. And then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, motherfucker, we are gonna light this house on fire. I'm gonna tie you down in it and we're gonna watch it burn.
Oh. Yeah.
Because all you had to do was ask your stupid fucking little chat bot bitch a question, and instead you're like, my short friend who's probably said she can't read the cookies, me, and I fucking owned you. I turned you
didn't,
around,
though.
bit you
didn't.
over,
You
and
didn't.
turned you into my bitch. I
But
did.
you didn't. No,
I did.
because okay, think about this. I'm using a fucking GPT, which you have acknowledged
You
from
are
the
correct,
jump.
Sloppy.
Yeah, that's probably what she's
I'm
going
going
to
to
be
have
doing.
scripts ready next time. I'm going to insult his haircut next.
Speaking of haircuts, I need to get mine done.
I like how me and Dan are in this epic battle, and Toko's like, I need a haircut, actually.
Yeah.
Ha! You broke your headphones.
I did.
Noob. Noob.
Wait, did you
Did you?
really?
I think I did.
Wait, did you?
Oh
broke my
my
headphones.
god, dude.
Break your headphones.
I don't know. I won't turn the other way.
When I called you stupid, it was a joke.
What?
I can't. I
Oh
fucking
my
can't.
god.
fucking can't.
Bro.
Oh,
When I called you stupid, it was meant to be a joke. You weren't meant to like make an example of it,
What's wrong with his midlife crisis haircut style?
right? Hi there, Shield.
I
What's
just
wrong? Yeah, what is wrong with your midlife crisis? I've actually
That
never
is the
seen Dan with
question.
another haircut.
I was doing the same.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's what
really
I'm
short.
saying.
Welcome to
I'm
episode, Chayton.
I'm fucking agreeing with you, dear.
Oh, I'm so on defensive because
Yeah, because you started something you couldn't fucking finish. I know.
Look, no, I didn't do anything. I'm that kid who's like, hey, let's
How
play
can
squirt
you-
guns, and you
how
came out
can
like, "Blah!"
She came out as a volcano, and you were trying to put it out with a super soaker.
Okay, so what did we
So
learn?
Angry. She's just an angry little person.
What did we learn? Okay. Listen
That
here.
you're literally the fucking red guy from what's the name of that movie
Inside
again?
Out.
Inside Out.
If you can't fucking finish the insult without Toko's help, don't
See,
start it.
Dan-
It's not even inside. It's the
$2.
truth.
A ghost of our
$2
hippo
from House of
character floats in
Shame.
front of words. Game over.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Chayton.
yeah. Thank you, Peyton. Yeah.
See,
And guess who
now-
lost? It wasn't me.
I had a thought, but then I lost it. Damn it.
Haha, the red guy. Yeah, anger.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
mean anger? He
Yes.
has a name, and it's literally anger.
She gets
Yeah.
upset. See, Shh, don't make any loud noise.
Oh man.
If you could see how hard I'm glaring at you,
I can feel it.
you could feel it. I thought you could. Yeah,
Next
coming
time,
through.
Mom.
Like I'm boring a hole in the side of your head right now.
Next time on
He
Dorks
won't make-
Podcast, we're gonna have Nerfy just do a roasting session on Dan, and we're gonna talk about something
Again,
else.
I want to reiterate this. Right? I literally have to hear her say every week how I'm going to end up in a shoebox and she's going to steal my wife.
Bold of you to
Oh,
assume that
now
we're
I-
gonna put you in a shoebox.
Now I actually remembered what I was thinking of what Dan would have said. Like I would have thought that he would be like, "She's an angry elf," from Elf. Oh no!
You said it, Koopa. You
who's
said the
Koopa?
word of the day.
Who's Koopa?
Listen here, you furry loving son of a bitch. You are only 5 inches taller than me. I will drag you down to my height. It will not be that hard. All that I have to take from you is your fucking shins. And I really like how when I started, Dan stopped moving and looked away. He's like, I'm not even here. You
I'm
can't
looking at
see
the
me."
chat. I didn't do anything but look at the fucking chat.
My vision is based on movement. Dan looks like a 5'2" girl made a 16 look. Damn. It's the Latina.
Literally, like 1 minute left in the show, and I'm
No, we have longer left in
no,
the show.
we don't.
Yes,
because
we
I
do. We
things
have
to do
10
today.
minutes.
I have things to
We
do
have
today.
10 minutes.
It's 11 o'clock.
You're 11 o'clock.
So
What did
next
we learn
time,
today? What did we learn today?
So I think
We
that
learned that Nerfy gets mad when you call her short.
I don't mind being called short. I mean, I
5
mind
times.
short
It takes
jokes.
5 times.
Yeah.
She's like Candyman plus 2.
On the 5th time, I will fucking eviscerate you verbally. That's
And
what we
then
learned.
She does not like you threatening the fact that she can't reach cookies.
Oh my god! If you that's
And-
all you got from this, you missed the point.
Next episode on the Dorks Podcast, we're going to talk about something. Hopefully, we'll talk about movies. because
Cheaters.
We haven't talked about. Oh, and cheaters as well.
No, I want to talk about gaming.
Pixels glow and screens alike. Dorks unite, we'll take this mic. Game on, heroes side by side. In this world we laugh, we ride. Roll the dice and cast the spell. Tell your tales we know so well. Quests await where dorks prevail. In our voices legends swell. Press start, dorks embark. Lights out, we ignite the spark. Gaming nerds will never fade in the land where dreams are made.